In this video, we take you on a mysterious journey deep inside an enchanted forest filled with secrets and unknown light. A young boy's curiosity leads him to something that will change his life forever. A hidden power, a glowing mystery, and a path that should never have been discovered. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's begin.
In a forgotten village hidden far away from the rest of the world, time itself seemed to move differently, as if it had slowed down just to match the silence of the land. Every morning, thick white mist would rise gently from the ground, slowly wrapping around the wooden houses like a soft, living blanket that refused to let the world fully wake up. The village carried an unusual stillness, not empty but calm in a way that made every sound feel important, as if even the wind spoke in whispers. The people lived simple and repetitive lives, following traditions that had been passed down for generations without ever questioning why they began. Beyond the safety of the village stood a vast, ancient forest that no one could ignore, a place so dark and silent that even thinking about it created fear. The forest was said to be endless, with trees so tall they disappeared into shadows, and so old they might have witnessed the beginning of time itself. No villager ever dared to enter it, and those few who tried were never the same again, returning either silent or never returning at all. Over time, stories turned into warnings, and warnings turned into legends that described the forest as something alive and aware. Some believed it erased memories of those who entered, while others swore it swallowed souls and replaced them with silence. But among all the fear that surrounded the forest, there was one boy who never accepted fear as an answer. His name was Adam, a quiet and observant child who often felt different from everyone else in the village. While other children laughed, played, and ran through the fields, Adam preferred silence and distance, always watching rather than joining. He would often stand alone at the edge of the village, staring deeply into the endless line of trees that marked the beginning of the forbidden forest. Unlike others who felt fear when looking at it, Adam felt something strange and unexplainable, something closer to curiosity mixed with longing. It was as if the forest was not rejecting him, but calling to him in a language he could not understand. The villagers noticed his behavior and warned him repeatedly to stay far away from that dangerous place. The forest is not meant for humans, they would say with serious faces filled with fear and experience. But instead of stopping him, their warnings only made his curiosity grow stronger and more uncontrollable. Each day, Adam would walk a little closer to the edge, studying the dark spaces between the trees as if searching for patterns. He began to feel that the forest was not empty at all, but alive in a way that could not be explained. The more he observed it, the stronger the feeling became that something inside the forest was observing him back. Days turned into weeks, and weeks slowly turned into months, but the connection he felt never faded. One evening, the sky changed into deep shades of red and gold as the sun slowly disappeared behind the horizon. At that moment, something unusual happened. The wind stopped completely, as if the world had suddenly forgotten how to move. The usual sounds of life vanished instantly. No birds, no insects, no rustling leaves, only absolute silence remained. The silence felt unnatural and heavy, like the entire world was holding its breath for something unknown. Adam stood at the edge of the forest, feeling his heartbeat grow louder than anything else around him. Then, deep inside the forest, he noticed something unexpected, a faint golden light flickering between the trees. The light did not behave like fire or sunlight. It pulsed gently, as if it were alive and breathing. For a moment, Adam froze completely, as every instinct in his body told him to turn back and run. But beneath that fear, something stronger pushed him forward, an invisible force that felt personal and destined. Slowly, step by step, he crossed the invisible boundary separating the village from the forbidden forest. The moment he entered, everything behind him disappeared into a heavy and unnatural silence. The air inside the forest felt different, thicker, older, and filled with a strange energy that pressed against his skin. Towering trees surrounded him completely, their massive trunks disappearing into darkness above. Their branches twisted in unnatural shapes, forming patterns that seemed almost intentional. The ground beneath his feet felt soft and strange, as if it remembered every person who had ever walked on it. Small glowing particles floated through the air, moving slowly like drifting stars trapped between worlds. Adam continued forward, fully guided by the distant golden light that seemed to wait for him. With every step he took, the forest responded subtly, as if acknowledging his presence. Leaves shifted slightly without wind, and roots beneath the soil moved faintly as if awakening. It became clear that the forest was not just alive, it was aware, conscious of his existence. Hours passed, though it felt like only minutes, as he followed the golden light deeper into the unknown. Eventually, he reached a clearing unlike anything he had ever seen in his life. The clearing was perfectly circular and untouched, as if reality itself avoided disturbing it. In the center stood a massive, ancient stone structure covered in glowing, unreadable symbols. Above the structure floated a radiant golden orb, slowly rotating as if maintaining balance within reality itself. Inside the structure rested a crystal, glowing with shifting colors of gold and blue, alive with energy. The moment Adam looked at it, he felt a powerful surge of emotions and memories that did not belong to him. When he reached out and touched the crystal, time froze, and he realized his life and the forest itself would never be the same.